Welcome to the Friday night live stream. Yes, a Friday night stream. I have the Monday stream usually, but why not go for a stream on Friday? I've got some dropped frames. I hope my connection is doing all right. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm just going to start the show and hope the technical side works well. Okay, there are some news. I don't know if anybody is around already. Yes, we got some guys around. The news is what is the news? We have new emotes. Yeah, that's nice. One new emote. You can only have one at the moment with the current subscriber count. But yeah, it finally was approved by Twitch. I don't know what took them so long. Yes. Yes, there is the emote. Anyway, the idea for the show was to play some games, and I wonder if I actually have leadchess.org in the title, because I'm not showing up there on the streamer page, which is kind of irritating. Do I have to turn them on again? What do you want to turn on again, Fuchsia? It's a bit weird that I'm not on the front page there. Anyway, my idea was I wanted to play some. It irritates me. It irritates me quite a bit, actually, that I'm not featured there. Oh no, I am. Okay. I wondered, yeah, because of the titling of the show. Okay, anyway, I wanted to play some games today. Okay. Fuchsia said she has turned emotes off. I wanted to play some games, and I wanted to play a somewhat longer time control, no rapid, and something like 10 minutes roughly per game, so that it's a bit more relaxed. I can talk a little bit more about the games, and generally speaking have some chilled out end of this week, if you define Friday at the end of the week. So let's get going. What kind of game do I want? So we're talking about standard real time, minutes, 10, something like 10 plus 2, yeah, maybe, rated, and I don't care about the color. Or is there actually, wait, play tournament? Okay, we've got a game against Aydin Derlik. Okay, I'm going to play d4, just mixing openings. I play e4 currently a lot. Okay, this is tempting actually. Let's do it. I play e4 a lot, and trying to test my e4 based repertoire. Oh, TCC is hosting my stream. That's cool. So I'm going to take. And the e4 repertoire, yes, it's going to be released in almost precisely 4 weeks. Yeah, I know. I hoped it would be quicker, but it is completed, but I have to do the video recording. And I expect the whole thing to have video of around 10-12 hours maybe. Yeah, and this is quite a bit. Yeah, you have to make video on that. It's not quickly done, so it will take a while. We have the title. Will be what will it be? Something with keep it simple. Yeah, I expect 10 to 12 hours, but it's just like it's a rough estimate. Okay, so bishop e7 played by Aydin Derlik. The issue is that I'm winning a pawn. Yeah? Queen e2 check and check wins a pawn. He's got this b7 attacked and d5 attacked, and he cannot cover them both, is the thing. Knight d7, I'm going to take on d5, and I know it's a lot of queen moves, but it's a big center pawn. And lots of arrows. Let's unarrow. And yeah, while we're at it, I can get some tea. I'm coming straight back from my chess club, and I took quite a bit of tea with me, but I didn't drink it. Not all of it. So let's have a look here. This is actually something that I have to think about for a moment. If I take on b7, knight b4 is actually quite an annoyance. Interesting. That's 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2. Bit of a relaxed time control. This is Roy Bosch T. Yeah, so if I take b7, there is this knight b4 move, which feels very irritating. So how am I going to handle this? Knight e5 maybe? Knight e5. Not entirely clear to me if this is great. Maybe I know queen d6 I can actually take on b7. So I'm going to do this. It's a bit wacky, this line here. Maybe he's got a6 now. Now that I think of it. Maybe a6. Okay, a6, I've got queen a4. Yeah, lots of queen moves. Lots of queen moves. I know, did you see already my second new teacup? This is really nice. It has got all the flags. Not all the flags of the world, but lots of them. Would have been great in the ICC days when we had flags for the players. Queen takes b7. Isn't that working? I think it is, huh? Let's take b7. Yeah, it is pretty big. Yeah, it's 0.6 liters. Yeah, it's really nice. And also, what I also got, yeah, and now we are approaching the real cool stuff. I've got new light in my office. I can make it brighter or darker, or change the type of light. Cold light, warm light. Great, right? I have no idea how to use that, but you can adjust things. Yeah, I feel like I'm much more flexible now with the light. A disco ball to make it groovy. Okay, so this is an easy move. At least I have to take this queen. It's a check. No disco ball. No. Okie dokie. So here, yeah, there's the threat on c2. Knight a3. Yeah, I basically have to do that. Light request stroboscope. Licken, thanks for subscribing. I know you've been around in my shows and videos for a long time. Thanks for subscribing. So I'm a pawn up in this position, and there's not much in terms of compensation, I would say. Don't know, black seems to be a pawn down for not that much. Bishop b5. Cool. Cool. In terms of, if you guys like paper books, real traditional paper books, the E4 repertoire that is now completed and everything will almost certainly, I'm saying like 90%, also be released as a traditional paper book. It's not 100% certainty, but close to that. No, not self-publishing. It will be almost certainly be released by New in Chess. Okay, I can check here. It will be up on Chessable, I think March 10 or 11, something like that. I think we're talking 4 weeks. That book will be possible. The paper book, yeah, will be on Amazon, but that will take a bit of time for sure, because the actual book to be transferred into, or the information that I have to get into a paper book form is actually quite a bit of work. It's I mean, I have the analysis, I have the text, but a real paper book needs stuff like the what's it called, the diagrams, the little pictures of the board, and a little bit of formatting and so on. Yeah, it's a lot of additional work. The title will be Keep It Simple, Play E4 or something like that. Okay, so what's now? I can take d5. That was the original idea, and I think I'm going to do it. I can take on a3 and somehow worsen my pawn structure a bit, but it's not a big deal, I hope. One e4 best by test. That's also a good title, and you know what, folks? Yeah, that was suggested. Was one of the suggested titles, but I ultimately did not. I ultimately did not like that title so much, because there are actually it's very clear that that was Fischer's motto, but there was in my repertoire there are very few lines that Fischer actually played. And I didn't feel like we should use Fischer as a marketing ploy when there aren't many lines in there that Fischer actually played. It is bigger than my C4 repertoire, yes. We're getting close to 700 variations. Hey, cool. The exchange French was used. No, it is. It is actually the keep it simple approach is used in the repertoire. But I mean, you just need some 100 lines. You just need it. But the thing is, I'm going for lines, and this is the key thing. I'm going for lines that in case you forget the actual recommendation, and this is what's going to happen all of the time, absolutely all of the time, absolutely no matter how strong you are, you will forget stuff. And in this precise moment, it's important that the lines have a somewhat easy concept, and this was the idea. So simple means they should be relatively simple to remember, but also simple to play in a way. No, I did not see Caro versus Magnus. No, I've been to my chess club, so I have to check later. Looking forward to that. I like to watch chess 960. Sometimes I feel it's difficult to play for me. So with c5, I'm going to attack the rook. And now c. I can go g4. Any sharp play in my e4 repertoire, gambits or something. It is more of a sound and solid repertoire, admittedly. There are. I'm not sure there's a gambit. There's no gambit in there right from the get-go. There's actually no decent e4 based gambit anyway. I don't know. There's simply nothing, I think, where you really sacrifice stuff. So I'm going to try to win this. Yeah, it has the Scotch gambit, the Scotch 4 knights, things like that. But I don't know of a really good gambit line with 1 e4, like let's say e4, e5. There is no good gambit line there. Maybe you can go for the Evans gambit, yeah, which is, it's not really good, yeah, but okay, you can try. I'm thinking, I mean, this repertoire. Yeah, thanks for the game, Aiden Derlik. It's something I'm thinking about, definitely. Doing a repertoire that is not in the keep it simple fashion, but a sharper repertoire. I don't think that there is. Let's see, what challenges do I have? I've got a couple. 10+2. Yeah, like I'm going to play something like 10+2 or 8+3 or whatever, something that's a bit slower. Yeah, this is a possible future project. Repertoires not in the keep it simple style, but in the more make it complicated style. Like I did with the Benko Gambit, for example. I'm thinking about as a future project. Like black against 1 e4 and something sharp, really sharp. Maybe e4, e5. Maybe e4, e5 with black played in a sharp way. Yeah, let's say Schliemann Gambit against the Rui or things like that. Yeah, it's something that I think about, but I have not completely decided what I'm going to do next. First of all, want to finish this project. and I'm really happy with the lines selected. I mean, some of those lines that feel feel very sound, maybe boring. Yeah, you can win many games. I mean, I had my first French exchange game with white in a classical time control game last Saturday in the Dutch league, and I had a winning position by move 20. And my opponent wasn't bad. It was a 2000, wasn't FIDE master. How in depth would I say the repertoire is? It's, I mean, it's 700 variations in the in Chessable. So I would guess roughly that it will be it won't be a huge book at the end, a paper book, maybe 180 or 200, something like that, pages. I have not thought about an e4, e5 repertoire yet, Fuchsia. I don't even know what the MacLeod is. I have no idea what that is. Okay, e3 by Arturo. I could do this, yeah, knight e4. Knight e4 is an idea in those lines anyway. Bishop f4. I played a FIDE Master rated 2270 or so. That was this game that I mentioned. Okay, so what is going on here? Bishop f4. Yeah, I'm thinking if I can go g6 here. It looks a bit weird. Maybe just bishop to b7 and see. Yeah, the Ponciani or the MacLeod. E4, E5. Yeah, that would be something for a black repertoire, yes. But against the Ponciani, 3d5 I think is quite good. A video how to refute the trump. That won't work. Yeah. Trump is a pretty good opening. I like 2c5 against it. It's what I looked at in my Benko Gambit repertoire, and it is, I think, quite a good line. Yeah, my idea here is I'm attacking the d5 pawn and see that I have some chances to win that pawn, actually. For example, something like put this to c4 and play the knight back, and it's hard to cover. Yeah, good evening to the drunken lawyer. Yes, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I just returned from a chess club and... okay, what's going on here? Okay, I'll go f5. That was the idea. He's attacking b5, but I win d5. What about Karo? You mean what I recommend against the Karo Khan in my repertoire? The two knights is my recommendation. That wasn't such an easy recommendation. I like the line, but I also liked the Panov variation. Leads to very open piece play. I think it's very helpful for many players. f5 is a bit of a funky choice, but I think I tried to isolate this pawn in a way. Yeah, I know it's a weird position, but this whole line is a bit weird. No, I didn't have a training session at my club, just just played some offhand, is that right? Casual Blitz games. Okay, I said c4 first, yeah? And ask the queen about its plans. You mean the knight on b8 looked trapped? Yeah, currently. But, you know, you have ideas. Ooh, wow. That's the weirdest arrow ever. You have ideas like this or this. It's not so bad. Okay, in the game, queen d4 was played. Yeah, and here, yeah, that's a quite interesting question. I could go e3, sorry, e6. This looks like the most, yeah, solid choice. And take d6 next. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I don't see how it keeps that. I will probably just trade, or white will trade, and then d6 seems gone. Yeah, those lines with an early c5, they are always leading to quite non-symmetrical and here very non-standard positions, and this is the reason why it is usually believed to be a good try to play for a win with the black pieces. The situations are just so non-standard that many white players yeah, get into trouble. So let's see. We do a win d6. I don't think how he's going to. I don't see how he's going to prevent it. This is a way, yes, actually. So, I can go bishop takes d6 in this position. Yeah, I will do. It's an interesting question here by Great Helm, or Helm, yeah. Do you think chess 960 is a realistic alternative to normal chess? Yeah. I think I mentioned that on stream more than once, that I have kind of mixed feelings about chess 960. Many starting positions feel very awkward to me, and they sometimes I feel lead to very unattractive type of chess. On the other hand, you could argue that it is still. I completely overlooked that this was saying. You can of course argue that it is still worth exploring, simply because we get rid of all the opening theory. That was a pretty awful blunder, yeah. And I just didn't see that b5 was hanging. Yeah, I have to take, and now that pawn is hanging. Yeah, I would like to go king to e7, but there is bishop takes e4. This one. That looks weird. Ooh. Yeah, rook a4 is a really weird move, but yeah, kind of have to. The modern defense. Yeah, there's nothing particularly wrong with it, to be honest. I mean, it is slightly risky in some lines, the modern, but it is a good way if you want to unbalance the game and you want a type of game that is generally non-symmetrical. I sometimes, for me, sometimes these positions are a bit too non-classical in the modern. But I have my share of experience with it. I played 1g6 a lot, actually, when I was a kid. Or kid is strong, like 18, 19, 20, this kind of age. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I felt rook a4 looked almost forced, yeah, if I don't want to lose a pawn. Yeah, Arturo is playing this rather well. His idea is probably to play f3 and make my knight look a little bit inconvenient, or inconvenience my knight. Then c4 feels like it's falling. Very strange position. Very, very strange. I actually was thinking about rook to b4, which is very weird. Again, it makes everything even more murky. What a weird game. f3, I move the knight. There's also knight to d6, which is an additional problem. Yeah, hello to stupid peasant. Sure, you can just do a one-time donation. It is on my twitch.tv channel page. It's of course very welcome. Okay, so if I play rook b4, c4 is hanging. It's not nice. It's not nice. That looks completely weird. Completely weird. Yes, thanks for posting the link, Shio Karai. This is the one way to donate. I have not set up every... thanks for the donation, Onegas. Okay, so I'm going to go back, I guess. Very, very, very good game here by Arturo, I think. It looks really, really good. I think he can actually take on c4, because at the end there is knight d6. Wow. Thanks for the donation, Clash Kit 99. Do you challenge me at the moment? Don't see you. Ah, yeah. I see it now. Okay, so what a game here. What happens here after b5? b5? Yeah, I'm going to play it. I'm just going to play it and hope for the best. Knight moves, I take d6. And knight takes b5, c4 hangs. Am I back into the game, or is there some blunder? Did I blunder stuff? No. Okay, I take this. And then I can take d6 next. Yeah, knight b6, I could take d6. Yeah, I think he didn't play it that precisely. Now I'm getting things under control again. Yep. Desperado, which is this one. And now white has the weirdest, oops. How do I get rid of that? White has the weirdest pawn structure here. Double A pawn, double F pawn. The issue is that the pawns are so weak, I'm going to win them, most of them, all of them. Okay, so how do we do this? I need to get the knights into this game. I'm freeing this. Okay. Yeah, and Arturo lost on time. Yeah, thanks for the game, Arturo. You played that really excellently. I think I was in big trouble. I think around here, yeah, you lost the thread. It was a very bad position. Yeah, thanks, good game. Okay, so the Clash Kit. Let's play the Clash Kit. 5 + 5. Yeah. Okay. So let's play the Schliemann. Is this only classical challenges? You mean like time control? I wanted to do something like with roughly 10 minutes chess, yeah, which is a little bit less stressful. I just kind of wanted to have a somewhat chilled way of ending the week, and also in the Monday show last Monday we had this Ultra Bullet match with Carlsen and Hansen. I felt that was good to have like once. It was quite entertaining, see the world champion play, and it was good to have in one show. However, it's not really something that you want in every in every single show, of course, because it's just like a click fest, and you want to talk about the games a little bit more. You need a little bit longer time control. So the Clash kit has castled. The normal way of playing this is bishop to c5. I know there's also d6 that also has been played by strong players. Let's do d6. Yeah, take the e-pawn is too dangerous. I think there is like rook e1. Yeah. I know that this looks a little bit less active, but I feel this was played, yeah, by people like Ivan Sokolov, and okay, I'm going to put this in the corner. This is a position that I actually like quite a bit for black. The half open f file gives good, I think, gives good chances. White has this idea to put a knight onto d5, but it's not the end of the world. We can say the same for the f file. Okay, so taking this or not? But take it, he will very likely take with the pawn, and that doesn't look good. My knight, I have to go back to b8 then. And that doesn't look correct. I could just go bishop to e6, but not sure if that helps. Okay, this cannot be terrible, let's say, but I'm also not super enthusiastic. Knight g5, I will just probably, like if he goes here, I will just drop back to g8, I guess. The main point of bishop e6 is just that I can go queen d7, connect rooks, and oh, that is a surprising choice. Now, my bishop didn't look all that great, you know. Okay, I will do this or not. Yeah, knight takes, the idea is to go knight g6 and ultimately to f4. The only thing I'm wondering is if he has knight g5 after it with a tempo and then potentially f4. Yeah, that's not great. Let's do it. Yes, I'm playing viewers. You can issue a challenge, but I have a lot. Yeah, I've got 16 challenges. And it should be a little bit of a longer time, like 10 something. Okay, I'm trying to get a knight to f4. Like this would be great. So I go knight g6. To mute the microphone. Sorry, that was real necessary. Yeah, somewhat longer time, like 10 plus 2, or you can also do like Clash Kid did, 5 plus 5. Something like that, because I want to do a little bit of a relaxed stream, talk a bit more about the games. The mute button didn't work? Really? Oh my. You still hear me? Really? Why? Why? That's really weird. You know, that's funny. That's funny. People, wait. Okay, do you hear me? Ha! Ha! You know, we know where the echo is coming from. Aha! For some reason, OBS. No, there's no echo now. Don't huge echo. Why? Loud as hell. It is loud as hell, you say? Maybe I can do this. Wait. Maybe it's better now. Maybe it was very, very loud. Maybe it's better now. Yeah, the mic in the notebook I actually switched off. I failed. Okay. That's really weird. What I did is I turned off the internal microphone. Okay, I will check this a little bit once this game is completed. Yeah. No, it shouldn't. No, there shouldn't be the wrong mic active. Really shouldn't be. In fact, if you heard my my sneezing, then because I muted my desktop microphone, definitely. Yeah, I understand, but you don't have to tell me that the sound was better like every 2 seconds. I will fix it after the game is finished. I cannot play and look at the sound at the same time. I don't really get where the issue is. We'll see. Yeah, here I'm going to try to get something on the F file. That is this one. Yeah, this is a move you just play. If you think about it, then something is wrong. I have a couple of settings here, really. This one. Maybe I don't need that even. Okay, so I'm going to take this. That should be a decisive attack. Rook g6 is going to be killing. No, I won't play the Latvian Gambit. Okay, thanks for the game, Clash Kit. So let me check the settings just for a moment. I'm using OBS, yeah, and it has all kinds of settings. I have 3 external. Maybe I just disable everything, like here, disable, disable, standard. Maybe I just disable this. That could make sense. Do you hear me now? No, you don't hear me at all, right? Video. That's video. The sound is great now. You hear me? Okay. It doesn't show anything, you know. I had some kind of I could see that there is okay. It's kind of weird because before I had something that like an equalizer, you know. I saw that there was sound. Anyway, if it's good now, it's good now. So let's see who's challenging me. It's a really long list. Is there anybody I haven't played before? Maybe chess for newbies. Anybody in the chat? There's a 1-0. No. Entity 404. Maybe entity 404. Let's do that. 5 plus 3. Yeah, it's great to hear that you hear me fine. It's a bit strange. Now the desktop audio is showing, but not my audio, funny enough. Okay, so entity 404 plays the Samish variation of the Nimzo. When you challenge, do you see the stream on Twitch as you play the opponent? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Okay. I see. Yeah, it's actually a tricky question. Should you watch the stream while you play me or any other streamer? Honestly, oh, that was not a good move. 94. Funny thing happened in I think on Tuesday exactly. Here Fiona had a stream, and she was playing. She was starting a tournament. I think it was a 3-0 tournament, or yeah, 3-0 tournament, and I actually yeah, I was around. I was waiting for a student to arrive, and he didn't show up, and so I felt, well, what am I going to do? And I joined the tournament, and I was leading in the tournament, and I was just playing and expecting the student to come. So I was basically ready to stop the tournament any given moment. And yeah, anyway, so I was just playing. I didn't listen to the stream. I was just playing game after game, and I was leading. And then at one point, okay, he didn't show up, and I decided to switch on Fiona's stream. And I listened to the stream a little bit while playing my games. And then, actually, in the very final round, we got paired against one another. And it was really weird to play. I still had the stream on. A take back, okay. But where exactly is the thing? Where do you want the take back? Like here? I'm not going to take everything back. No, I'm sorry. That's kind of silly. I'm happy to accept one take back, but sorry. Okay. The final game I was actually playing while watching, listening to the stream. What are you doing now? Letting the clock run down? It was actually difficult. It was actually quite difficult It kind of irritated me. And I blundered a piece, and I don't know. I mean, maybe I would have blundered it anyway. But it was a bit a wacky game. At the end, I got a draw out of this. Yeah, I'm a full piece up here against Entity 404. I really felt that listening to her stream was more irritating than anything while playing. You got some additional information, sort of, but it was kind of... I lost focus a little bit. Yeah. It's not very difficult technique. I mean, I managed to screw up quite a bit of those kind of positions, but here it doesn't look very difficult. Okay, let's get the king into the center. Like rook d8 next, and or knight e5 is also a good way to end this pinning situation. Alright, he just took it. What is really weird, so that I don't see any... I mean, I don't see the mic in terms of... There's no... I don't see the audio in a way. I mean, you hear it obviously, but I don't see it in the streaming software. Yeah, this is actually sometimes a drawback of an increment time control. Games can get really long at times. Okay, thanks a lot for playing Entity 404. He resigned. So, somebody said, he is in the chat, Logos. Was that Logos? The Logos? Yeah, you can turn the material counting off. Now you can challenge me. I won't challenge anybody. Okay, you have challenged me. I can play you next. It's okay. So Logos. You should play rather soonish. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play the 3 knights. I think it works, muting the desktop mic. What's the wing-like icon for next to the IGN? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the... Fuchsia, you could still hear me. Really? Ah. Okay. So the Logos is going for the bishop c5 lines. Right, I'm threatening knight takes c6 now. I'm winning a piece. I do explain some chess, you know. Okay, black is trading on d4. This is actually a line that I get rather often. And white is in really good shape here. Queen to e7 is often played, or just bishop takes d4. But white has a nice position. The queen on d4 is strong. So here I think bishop to e2 is actually what is in my repertoire. That's something that I had forgotten, to be perfectly honest. But I think this is actually quite nice. Knight takes e4. There should be knight d5. Okay, here I have an easy solution. Just take on c5. I wonder if I have something better than that. The thing is, if I take on c5 and he recaptures, of course, then black's pawn structure is a little bit, it's a little bit devalued, yeah, with the double pawn. But there is a problem. My knight is not great on c3 if he goes c6, and he's got good pieces. Well, I'm going to take. It's still, from a structure point of view, it is too favorable, let's say, to not play. Even though black's pieces are not bad. If he castles bishop e6, rook d8, it's fairly okay. Okay, so I don't need to take protect the pawn. I can just castle if I want. He cannot take e4. Yeah, I think I can do that. And let's start with castling. Knight e4 I think won't work. I can just take something like bishop f3, then rook e1 check. Yeah, so that was, I expected him to just castle. And now I'm not quite sure what the best setup is, I wonder if this is good. The queen would be nicely placed on e3. Looking at the dark squares a little bit. But black is okay, yeah? He's got this idea. My pieces are not really all that great, yeah? Here, the bishop is not very active. The knight is just passive. I definitely need to reorganize that. Okay, the rook d1 maybe. Yeah, I think rook d1. Prevent any rook d4. An endgame, if we trade all the pieces, the king and pawn ending would be very likely winning for white with the 4 against 3 pawns. It's going just back. So where f3 would be the standard choice. Let's do it. Keep it simple decision, cover e4, and then think about what to do next. Rook d8 and then rook e8. Not sure if that was the best possible decision. But black is definitely not doing badly here. I think it's still kind of okay. But he basically gifted me a tempo with rook d8 and rook d8, rook e8. And this means now I'm a bit quicker on the d file. So rook d1. If I take with the queen, I'm going to take control over the d file. Rook takes, rook d8. Okay, this is fine. It's a very technical kind of game now, but it is just comfortable. Note that this e4 pawn is taking away many important squares. So the queen is going to c7. Trying to activate. I wonder. This makes that looks good, yeah. If he queen to b6, I play knight a4, yeah. This would just win the pawn. And queen to a5, I have knight to d5. Oh. But that looks very weakening, yeah? Queen to d6 maybe? Queen to d6, that's unpained. Queen d6 is definitely an idea. Queen to e3 is the other. f4. I don't know, f4 I didn't like so much. I wanted to keep this pawn chain protected, and f4 would weaken. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that weakened pawn. A4, an idea. No, F4 there was knight to queen to b6. I don't know if that helped. Okay, now F4. Now F4. I think he's released the pressure a little bit from E4, and I sometimes will be able to play F5. Yeah, here I thought knight A4 is just good, but maybe I'm wrong. Knight A4. As queen to A5, maybe. I can also, I know it looks funny, but knight b1 is just going to also not bad. I'm going to do it. The knight is easily coming back into the game. So he's trying to get back into the center. Yes, let's put this here. Interesting way of playing here by the Logos. Okay, I definitely need to protect here. Maybe there's some F5 at the end. Knight D5 is also on the cards. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Huh, okay. I did not really have this on my radar. No, I couldn't play the Rapid Shield tournament yesterday. I was teaching the whole day. Maybe I just take here, yeah. Yeah, there are some tournaments that I cannot play. I know this is from chess.com and not Lichess, but I have not ever, not a single time, played the Titled Tuesday, and I really would have liked to do so. It's a cool tournament, and I could never do it. Always had lessons. Okay, so what's going on here? He's attacking F4. I'm not totally sure how to do this. G3. I'm going to cover that. I could have taken a pawn, but F4 was hanging, and then my whole position felt a little bit loose. Oh my. I completely missed that shot. Whoa. Unfortunately, there is queen to b6 coming. Oh my, that was bad. Really badly played. G3 was an extremely bad move. I didn't see bishop c2 at all. Yeah, rook e1 also looks bad. It looks pretty bad. Even a simple move like queen to b... maybe even queen to b6 is good. Weird. Yeah, bishop d3, queen f2. I'm worse, no question about it. I actually think I was doing very okay. Somewhere around here, white is substantially better, I think. And then I screwed it up step by step. Queen to e7, yeah. King f1, there's knight g4. No, anyway. After knight g4 I can resign, of course. Actually, bishop takes d3, yeah? Can I do this? Knight h2, king g2, queen e1, queen e1, rook e1, king takes h2, rook d1 at the end. Well, okay. That's a difficult move, yeah? Rook takes e1. You have to really think hard about that. Might be something else. Alright, now rook d1. Yeah, this is someone using a pretty some I don't know, using his smartphone or something. Okay, it's a bit of a waste of time. Okay, so who else? Kana something. Yeah, well. So, Kasna Nasim. Okay. Let's do something else. Do the Alekines. Oh, that was a quick engine marking. No joke. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, better not playing people with provisional rating. Yeah, it's always difficult to say. Because there might be the odd person who would sign up here on Lichess because they see that I'm streaming on the side and yeah, and won the game. Okay, Kas Nasim. If I go here, isn't this going to be an issue on F2? Yeah, I definitely played badly this game. The game before. Yeah, good night. This stupid peasant. Yeah, okay, but here, you know, here there are a couple of tactical ideas. The first one is to just take on f2. Knight takes, king takes, queen f6 check, and then king e3 has to be played. Huh. Queen f6 immediately is also possible. Yeah, knight f2, king takes, queen f6, king e3. I don't know. Queen f6 immediately is also an idea. Queen to f6, queen takes g4, bishop takes d4. I could go queen h4 actually as well, and then g3 and then queen f6. That could be interesting. Let's do it. I'm not entirely sure what the most precise is. But you cannot take, I don't know, a couple of minutes. Yeah, okay, knight takes, king takes, queen f6, king e3. I mean, I'm not winning material immediately, I think. It's an extremely strong attack for sure, but I'm not sure if that would have been the strongest option. The idea here is that after g3, I go queen f6. And after queen g4, bishop d4, knight d4, I'm threatening on c2 and knight f3 check. So my point is that g3 is actually weakening white. Maybe it is. So g3, and now I'm trying this. Attack d4. White now has to take on g4. There's a mate threat on f2, and d4 is hanging. So queen takes g4, bishop d4. Bishop d4, knight d4, and then again there's knight c2 and knight f3 check ideas. I really think it is quite good. Yeah, I think he has to take on g4. What else is there? Queen takes g4 looks completely forced. I'm a little bit surprised that he's taking time on this, as everything hangs and he has to take on g4. That's true, yeah, there's more emphasis on Twitch recently. Money is certainly an incentive for streaming on Twitch. That's absolutely true. There are possibilities, better possibilities there than on YouTube, yeah, for donations and things. But for me personally, I have a different agenda. I mean, I also like to earn some money with it, and I have to be that's clear, but I have not done oh wow, this is just giving away everything, isn't it? Take it. For me there was also a different thing. I have not done much with my YouTube channel for a long time, like for couple of months. At the end of 2017 I didn't do much or anything at all. I didn't have that much time, and I also had a bit of a lack of motivation, a little bit it felt a bit stale doing the same things. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do something again, yeah, in terms of videos, in terms of interacting with the chess community. And I felt it's better for me to do it in a live environment than on than with pre-produced videos, simply because for me it's better to have some sort of schedule. Like let's say I have the Monday show, I'm going to show up there on that time. I have this time scheduled, and this is better for me to be like reliable in producing the content. If I'm saying to me, okay, I should produce a YouTube video or 2 videos or 3 videos a week, then I do it like I don't have a fixed schedule there. There is no real, let's say, pressure on me to do it, because if things come up, that might still will be ignored. While I will not ignore some time that I've put into my calendar, like the Monday show. So yeah, I got another material here against Carsten Asim. Thanks for the game. So with having those times, let's play Tingle Tangle also in the chat. With having those scheduled times, I know that I'm going to actually show up and do something. Yeah, it's a little bit like forcing yourself a little bit to do it, because I mean I like to do it, but for me it's better to have a fixed schedule. If I'm just vaguely telling myself I should make videos, it doesn't work to me all that well. Okay, I have a knight f3 g3 kind of opening here with white. This has been my main opening choice with white in classical time control chess for ages, and it worked really well. I played various versions of knight f3 g3 c4 combined. Very successful with that, and that always has been an idea, to do some content on. With the English repertoire based on 1c4, lots of my variations that I've played in over the board chess have been featured already, but knight f3 g3 is a bit different, of course, in some cases. Especially knight f3 d5 can be quite different. Okay, here we have transposed now to a main line d4, opening the Queen's Gambit Tarrasch defense. Oh, b6. Yeah, b6 is it's a bit dubious actually to go into a hanging pawn scenario, but you still have to refute it. I got that in tournament chess earlier in early 2017, and I couldn't convert this position even though it was very good. I think bishop f4 is normal here. One idea for white is to play this. The bishop to b7 is neglecting the f5 square a little bit. Okay, knight e5 would be the easiest. Let's do it. Ah, thanks for the cheer, Lord Kinboti. Is it Kinboti or Kinbote, or what is right there? And how do you pronounce that correctly? I'm not there for sure. Asked or says, we miss more videos of my series Learn Chess. Yeah, I understand. RIP. Kinboat from the X-Files. Okay. So what's going on here? If I now take on d7 and the queen takes and I take on c5 and the pawn takes and I play knight a4, there's some stuff hanging. The question is, can also take immediately, or I can take c5 simply. Knight d5. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good no matter what. Don't know what's best. Yeah, more videos of my series Learn Chess. Yes, I get your point. What I'm actually intending to do, but I have to look at my schedule a little bit and think about it. But I would like to do one show weekly or every 2 weeks, maybe weekly, I don't know, where I'm actually not playing games, but rather would look into a lead chess study and yeah, show some master game, some strategic idea, whatever. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking about. So it's a possible idea for a new show. The other thing that I was thinking about as a format, is a show where you can send in questions or positions, let's say, and I will answer that during the show. So okay, here I can win a pawn. Yeah, definitely. Bishop f6, bishop takes d5. I think I'm going to do it. It's a bit too tempting to take. And knight takes b2 was hanging. Of course, I would have liked to play the knight into the center, but didn't work. Yeah, I mean, black has minimum, let's say, compensation. It's good that rook d2 doesn't work, because then knight e4 would be a pretty big fork. I think what makes black's try for compensation actually probably dubious or insufficient, let's say, is that I can do this, and this blocks this bishop pretty clearly. Or did I stumble into rook takes e3? Rook takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. I should have looked at this beforehand. Yeah, you can actually, it's something to check actually. Rook takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. King g2, rook d2. Okay, so I go into h1, bishop c1, rook c1, queen c6, check. Rook takes e3. I think I have knight d5. I mean, maybe something else does work as well, but Knight d5, I think, should win. Yeah, okay. This is a bit more interesting, maybe. So rook c2 is the normal move. I'm not sure if I'm playing this well. I should probably think about it a little bit more. Yeah, this is probably true. Yeah, Dr. Drunkenstein would spot that line in 0.22 seconds. Yeah, the alertness for quick tactics is extremely high with very strong players. So we got into that monster fork again. Or after all, let's say, yeah, thanks for the game, Tingle Tangle. So, anybody on? Got the weirdest time controls. So Eric, let's start. Yeah, I'm getting this back. Oops. Oops. Yeah, oh, that's not good. I can take on f2 now. Or knight e4. Both moves are possible. Yeah, knight e4, this bishop e3, so I'm going to do this. That's probably stronger. Yeah, again, after knight e4, he had bishop e3, so this is the greedy option, just win a pawn. Or not. Yeah, he can almost pre-move there. I mean, whatever he plays, even here, yeah, queen to b6 doesn't help. I'll just take. If he takes on g5, I actually don't take this, but queen b6 is made. Yeah, made in a couple of moves. This is also almost made in a couple of moves. Yeah, I will still do it. Queen d4, knight f3 wins the queen. e3 is made, so knight d4 has to be played. And then this is a pretty awkward pin. Pretty awkward pin. I just spotted that after e5, I should delete this. That's knight d5. Maybe just attack the knight. Oops. Just attack it. Yeah, and here the queen can take. Yeah, my knight here doesn't have many squares. That's definitely true. I can take here first and then take b2 maybe. Why not the pawn? I can still take b2. The queen takes. Okay. Yeah, now queen b2 there is rook b1 actually. Okay. I can simply trade on d4. I mean, not so thrilled about it. H4 is a little bit... H4 is a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm not super happy. Now do this. Yeah, knight queen b2. There was rook b1 and then h4. I don't know. That didn't look very convincing to me. Here, I mean, I'm a pawn up already, so I don't need to. Yeah, do something super fancy. Some tips on calculation. It's not so easy to give a simple advice about the subject, which is actually a really wide and important subject. Because calculation mistakes are the most frequent ones and costly ones. Okay, I'm trying to develop with b6. And bishop needs to find some place. Bishop e4, rook b8, I think should be fine. I'm onto this pawn here in the next couple of moves, and then the pieces start to make sense. That's what I hope. At least I might be wrong. No, that's not a position that you should resign actually, as white shouldn't. Still not so easy, absolutely not. Yeah, calculation. Calculation is one of the things in chess that is improved by simply doing it all over again. Repeat, 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 which is why... Oh, that I'm taking. This is why I'm simply doing tactics trainers, yeah? Doing the same, doing positions all over again. Solve puzzles. This is what improves it. It's just by doing it all over again. The more patterns you see and the more motifs you have seen, the better you get in the actual games. It is just what it is. In this regard, calculation is one of the things that is relatively easy to improve when it gets to find out what to actually do, because you just have to do it all over again. That is easy to do, easy to find out what you need to do, but you still have to do it. Yeah, you have to Yeah, it's the equivalent of training for a marathon. I mean, it's very easy to do or find out what you need to do to be successful in a long distance race. You just have to run long distances often and repeat and repeat and repeat. And the same thing is with tactics and calculation. But even, and this is the same thing as with physical fitness, even a small time daily would help. It's a typical recommendation if you just do like 20-30 minutes a day of a little bit of sporting activities, that it helps a lot. And with doing combination, it's the same. No. Funny animator Jim. E4, knight c6, knight f3, d5 is not okay. That's a pretty awful version of a Scandinavian. Okay, so here I can check and take on h4. Bishop f5 at the end though. This is a good move. You can also do the tactic puzzles without time limits. It depends a little bit, maybe also on the circumstances, how you do the tactics training. For example, I did lots of tactical puzzles when I was still working in the office job. I was commuting every day by train, and oftentimes the internet connection was shaky, so I did not want to have a time limit, because it would simply sometimes kill the puzzles, because of disconnects. And this is why I often did the non-time limit puzzles. Yeah, thanks for the game, Eric. Okay, so who else is on? Many people. Is there anybody in the chat that I could play and I have not played yet? And I'm happily okay. It's 6-6-0. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go. I'm going to play the... No, I don't think there's a difference between Fischer Random and Chess 960. Just different names for the same thing. What am I doing here? Pushing the pawn is probably not so great. I think my center is probably a bit overextended. If I go e5, knight d7, it's going to be difficult to maintain the center. Bishop e3. I know I can go bishop d3, which would sacrifice d4. I really don't remember how it is played. This one? Come on, I just play a move and see what happens. D takes e4, queen e3 is definitely okay. Yeah, this is a possible main line. Yeah, I wanted somewhat longer time control. Like 6-0 is rather quick for what I was thinking. More like if you add the two figures, like a 10. So it's not so stressful, let's say. Yeah, d takes e4 comes into consideration. I wanted to go queen e3 then and take e4 next. Yeah, the Halloween gambit, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, there's a small lag between the stream and the chat. Or the stream and the actual game. There's a 10-second lag. Yeah, I think black should take on e4. And now he does. The Halloween gambit is bad, but not if you play it on Halloween. Yeah, I mean, I understand that if you are on Halloween, you can consider playing the opening. Just yeah, for fun on that particular day, but other than that, no good. So I took on d5. I'm playing on the bishop pair advantage, of course, but this is what I was thinking. I just spotted it, and it's a bit awkward. I had 2 pawns hanging. Sorry, it's a little bit late for me already. Magnus played the reversed Halloween with g3, knight takes e4. Yes, but this is a better version, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have to play this. I have to play move. This is pretty awkward because bishop b4 is possible. It's a good question. Should you watch Magnus commenting on his Pro Chess League or Greg Shahadi versus Olegas? Yeah, that's a tough call. I still think I would go for Magnus. I mean, I have seen that Pro Chess League stream, so I don't know if I would watch it again. Black is fine here because my bishop is just not well placed. Yeah, black is okay. Definitely. That is a pretty awful bishop. I still think after bishop c3 instead of rook c8 he should have considered bishop to b4. I think the Queen's Gambit accepted is a pretty good opening. Yeah, I've always recommended, but for reasons unknown to me, it is not played all that often, especially on the amateur level. The Nimzowitsch defense and the Colorado Gambit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody probably has seen that I lost against the Colorado recently. The Colorado Gambit is, I mean, you know, you can. The Colorado Gambit is just lost for black. Yeah, it's just totally lost. But it might not happen that the opponent gets the refutation correct in a Blitz game, for example, which what happened to me. Somebody played the Colorado against me on the Chess24 stream, and it's something where if you forget the refutation, then yeah, then it's at least murky. Let's say it's still bad for black, but it's murky. And it's a question if you want to do something like that. Oh. If you play against someone who's 1,000 rating points higher, there is no particularly good advice. Just try to enjoy the game. The likelihood that you will score is basically 0, and it's just whatever you do, you will be the underdog. There is no fantastic recipe there. 1,000 is a bit much, but if you play somebody who is 200 or 300 points higher, yeah, then I have to think about this for a moment. Then some strategy is important, yeah, and usually the strategy is to play according to your abilities, not try to do something what you never do, but rather play what you know. I'm trying now to get to the e6 pawn. Average ratings of my students is that's a wide range, really. And what exactly does average mean? Yeah, I've got some people with 2,100 or slightly above, and yeah, it's a wide range. Okay, take it here. And now I thought I would just jump here. No, I have not developed an online exam. I don't know why. Why would that? Check. Yeah. To establish a rating, it's best to just play real games. Okay, yeah, thanks for the game Funny Animated Jim, or yeah, it's exactly the same. Funny Animated Jim TV, also on Twitch. What gambits would I consider playable in Blitz? Yeah, lots of gambit or gambit style openings are playable in Blitz, of course. The Banco, of course, yeah, you can play that also, like in tournament chess. It's a perfectly okay opening. Mora Gambit, sure. Can also, of course, play the Evans Gambit and so on. In Blitz chess, you can do many things. I don't know if what is strictly unplayable there, at least for the odd game. The London system I don't play. It's not really part of my repertoire. I have played it in the odd game, but very rarely. So I get the Halloween Gambit. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's more than one good line against it. Knight g6 is possible. I usually went for this. This is one of the ways to play against it. Takes on c6, knight takes e4. It's actually quite funny that if I would take with this, we would transpose into a Scotch 4 knights. I think queen to e7 now. Okay, so if I just castle now, I will be fine. Yeah. Let's do it. I will take like one or two more games after that. But then I will definitely have to go to bed. It's really late already. Okay, so here I can take c3 and drop back to d6 maybe. Yeah, now white will probably take on d7 or b7. And, well, okay, black is a bit better, but it's nothing super special. I think the Halloween, if you want to really refute it, you have to play knight g6. An interesting line against the Rue Lopez that is not very open or tactical, kind of closed with some active pieces. Kind of closed with some active pieces. It's not so easy to do the combination. I think what is quite interesting, I have to take him. I think what is quite interesting is to play something with d6 and g6. For example, 3a6, bishop a4, g6 is a somewhat offbeat line that is still very playable. Well, that's okay for white, actually. That's kind of okay. It's a bit annoying here. I would like to play c6, of course, but I don't think I can. Maybe this first. c6, there was too much on the d file. White might even just castle long. Looks okay. Yeah, expect him to castle long. Attack my bishop. I know he might take b7, but yeah, bishop c6 is yeah, is too meh. Yeah, white has played this well. Let's see what he does. Bishop d4 maybe. Yeah, really getting tired here. I probably will go for one more game after this one, but then I have to call it quits. It's just too late. Doesn't help if I'm yawning the whole time. Yeah, in fact, this is funny, yeah. The bishops here. Okay, so c6. Keeping the pawn structure intact. Okay, so if I trade, I'm actually helping him a little bit with his pawns. So I'm going to avoid that for the moment, taking on d4. The idea is just to go rook d8, maybe bishop b6, rook d7. Slowly trying to build up on that. I have a slightly better structure here with no double pawn. Not something where you would expect to win with easily. It's just a little something, but still, it's something to play for. h4, h5, I'm not so sure about what he is doing. Okay, so if I double this, okay, shouldn't double. Let's do this first. a7 was hanging. Rook a8 to d8, a7 was en prise. Okay, maybe that wasn't a big deal actually. Take d1, rook a8 maybe. Yeah, but this is fine. This is fine. If he takes b6, I'm not unhappy. Opening up the a file and okay. Does he want to go bishop f6 maybe? Possible. Yeah, bishop f6 maybe. Yeah, he's stopping f2 then. I don't know. it doesn't look too bad. Let's see if I can trade it. Yeah, white is played as well. And now he just goes for trading everything down. I can go king e7 actually. Yeah, king and pawn ending should be fine for me with my superior pawn structure. Why didn't I snatch the pawn on f2? I did not see it. Could I take it? I didn't see it. That's funny. Okay, so we got a bishop ending, and let's see. Let's see about it. I need these pawns. I need on dark squares. So this. And b6 next. Okay, I'm heading towards this. He's got f4 actually, f4. You have a chance there? Maybe. It's possible. Very much possible. Puh. Okay. Now this, okay. Yeah, he puts quite a bit of pawns on light squares, yeah, with g4 and so on. But he has this h7 pawn that he can maybe... Oh, no, not so much. He has to be careful. He's slowly giving me chances. Trading now would lose. My youngest student, that's easy. Turns 15 in a couple of days. Okay. Before coming, and I got the outside passer. I teach in German and English, both. Oh, what's that? That was a bit stupid what I did. taken with the air pawn. Huh. Anyway, yeah, this is a win now, I think. Should get this and then go over to g4. Yeah, and Aladdin resigns. Yeah, thanks for the game, Aladdin. So we have Jeff. Let's go, Jeff. What you wanted to play some? Well, you wanted to play one of those gambits, right? I can go for 1 or 2 more games, so I can pre-move the Colorado, right? Oh, d6, really? That looks weird. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird, yeah. So, okay, this is ticked, but looking at this now, and this is also not so easy to meet. Okay. If I play, wait, d5 hangs. Okay, I need to get rid of the arrows. Just knight c3. Anyway, I have to make a move. It's just 6 minutes here, right? It's basically a blitz game. Yes, I'm the highest rated player in my chess club, but it's close. We've got 3 IMs, so the 2 others are similarly rated, a little bit lower, but not much. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying that c5 doesn't work due to bishop b5, and he cannot play the e-pawn because I'm on that a lot. And how do you ever develop? I'm also threatening a3 now. a3, knight a6, bishop b5. And that wins the house. Maybe c6. Maybe c6. Yeah, he heard it. No, he probably didn't hear it, but not so happy with this. It didn't go all that well. It still should be better for white. I mean, make no mistake. I mean, I'm not so didn't refute it super, yeah, super convincing. Yet black still has issues. If I get like rook e1, bishop e6, black cannot move, really. But it's still a game, of course. Okay, let's try this. Bishop e6 would win the queens, but he will definitely avoid that. So yeah, bishop here. Bishop b5, I don't know. Let's do this. Develop, okay. Whenever I have this kind of thing against the king, I always think about this bishop a6 mate, yeah? If you're Boden's mate, where something takes on c6 and then bishop a6 mate. The e4 repertoire on Chessable will be released March 10, March 11, something like that. The main reason for this release date is that I need time to record the videos. I would definitely play in a bantathon type of event. Always fun. Huh. I wanted to play a4 actually, and now think about this a little bit. It just doesn't make much sense. Get bishop d6 all the time. And it makes knight b5 a pretty stupid move. If I cannot play a4 here. Okay. That was a bit silly. Yeah. I'm really playing badly. That's a really badly played game. Knight b5. Oh my god, come on, let's focus. I mean, I'm really stone tired, but I should not lose this game by playing so stupidly. Yeah, the internet connection is okay today. Try b4, b5. But black's play is simple, and yeah, you can try to push the center, play h5. Yeah. Black is really comfortable. To force open the b farm. I also try to play a little bit quicker so that I might get a bit pressure on the clock. Okay, so f2 hangs. It does. And f3 isn't looking good. And queen h5. He's playing great this game. Great. Yeah. Yeah, very nicely done. By Jeff Edits here. Very nicely done. I really played badly, but it was really strange. I played pretty bad moves. Pretty bad moves. Yeah, I mean it's. I'm really tired, but still, I shouldn't play that badly. That was a really badly played game. I mean, considering that White is probably winning here, something like this. This is really tough to believe that I'm not winning this simply. I need to. I want a quick check here actually with the engine, because I don't believe this. That I shouldn't. Because this is just very weird. So here. It's best move loss. Yeah, I'm still okay. Knight b5 is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous move. The engine actually says a4. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking. What I was thinking is he can take and do this as rook a8, as bishop d6, and okay, the engine gives equal. But this is actually winning for White. Huh. Maybe I should have gone for that. I mean, I was thinking really just go, let's play a4 and hope that it works, but I didn't see it. That I can simply play the position here with... I saw that this doesn't work, but that I can play just this is good. Okay, yeah, then if I go back, knight b5 doesn't make any sense. Bishop d6, and now h6. Alright, this c4 is good for White. It's not rocket science. I mean, this is something that I probably would see in a real game, let's say. No, like this is possible. Oops. Here now I'm getting completely smashed. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not doing this well, but the position is already bad. Yeah, Black has a very strong center, and I have I don't have anything great. Queen e2. Yeah, it's bad, and Jeff played a very good game here. I could have I should have done better somehow in the opening, because that looks very shaky, but I didn't see it. So one more game maybe. Is somebody on in the chat? There was somebody on still in the chat who wanted to play, I think. I would go for one more game and then call it quits. It's really late, as I mentioned. there anybody in the Twitch chat that I haven't played yet who would want again? Romanian. Isn't Romanian in? Or Schulschluss? Phantom Self. Oh, a couple. Huh, okay. So who is waiting for the longest time? That's let's go. Who was the first? Phantom Self, maybe? Waiting for the longest time. Yeah, it's tough. I have to do it in some way. Okay, that's 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, thanks to the for the follow, Tony. And oh, this line, okay. The Yeats variation of the closed Rui. $94. It's not a bad line at all. Yeah, Simuel is an idea. But I don't know if 1510 is a... that sounds extremely stressful for me. 1510. Simuel would probably be a little bit longer time control simply for me playing it. So yes, I have played the Pirts, not often, but I did. I mean, maybe half a dozen games or something like that. Yeah, this looks like I win the D pawn. Yeah, you can give the player going for the Simuel some extra time. That would definitely be necessary then. Yeah, try to unpin this. Ideally, I would like to pin him. That's a question by Arsenal fan. When I was developing as a player, did I aim to become titled early on? No, actually not. I wasn't really ever thinking about a specific goal. I just played and things happened, let's say. I never had a very specific goal from the get-go. Like, I never thought about, okay, if I do this and that, I could become, let's say, this and that rating. Okay, thanks for the game, Phantom Self. That was a short game, so maybe we can do here Romanian and Schul. Now he's gone. Schulschluss. And he's still on. So let's do those two games. That is fair, I think, to the two guys. And then I'm calling it quits. No, I was just doing things step by step. Only thinking about specific goals when I got near to it. Like back then in the day when I was improving. One thing that was different to today very different, is actually the ELO ratings. Back then they only started with 2200. So you could not have 2000 ELO. It was just not in existence. There was just like 2200 and better. And this is a big difference a bit to nowadays, because when I started out with chess, I pretty quickly, my first rating that I had was 1800. I never had anything lower. And from 1800 I got to 2000 quite quickly. And once you are on 2000, 2050, it gets to the point where you think, okay, I should get an ELO rating, because back then that was the next logical step. And once you got the ELO, 2200 up, you automatically think about getting FIDE Master, because that my first ELO was 2280, I think. I mean, it has to be above 2200. There wasn't anything else, and then there were just like 20 points, to get to the FM. So that was the next logical step, and so on. It was just a step-by-step process. Okay, I can check on g5. I don't know if that helps. Really. I take on c3, there's rook takes. Maybe if I check. Yeah, actually. Yeah, good night to the drunken lawyer. King f1, knight c3, and then queen f5. Actually, and then I can take f2 now. Actually, in terms of like titles and so on, I had some other goals at the time that I never managed, actually, because back then, when I was improving, I always wanted to play in the German junior championships, and I never managed. I never got there. Never qualified from my state championships, and okay, the E4 chess repertoire will be released early March 10 or March 11. I'm not sure. We agreed on something like that. Okay, if I take now and d4, yeah, I started really late in those junior competitions. I only started playing at age 13. So yeah, and then I joined a club, and the first junior championships that I could play was like back then we had under 17 only. Under 15 I only played like half a year or so, and then it was under 17. We had under 20 and under 17 at the time, and yeah, never got there. Yeah, thanks for the game. Schulschluss and Ramanian. Yeah, under 17 I never qualified. Under 20 I never qualified for the German championships. Didn't manage. Okay, I'm playing my pet line here against the the English, hoping for a quick short castling so that I can push the H-pawn. Yeah, on my YouTube channel there is a video already that announces the E4 repertoire. It is from late December, and I basically tell you what I'm doing, what I'm recommending there. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. It's almost 2 AM here. No, nothing comes to mind. Arsenal fan Richie asks if there's any single discovery that would that I could attribute to a significant improvement, like this kind of wow moments. Nah, not really, nothing that comes to mind immediately. Huh, isn't this giving me c4? I think I'm taking this. Unprotected. No, I don't. This is really a bit weird. I don't really dream ever about chess positions or chess tournaments or something like that. It doesn't really happen. Which is a bit surprising probably, but it doesn't happen to me. It's not like it never happened, but it's not something that happens frequently. Okay, so white just castled. I can improve slightly. Yeah, that what Worthy Null asked if it is a good idea to exchange queens early on if they have to capture with the king and cannot castle anymore. This is I know it's the typically annoying answer, but it really depends on the position. There are actually quite a bit, there are many lines where such a queen trade is absolutely harmless. Yeah, absolutely harmless. And I think there are more lines where it is harmless than where it is dangerous. But there are some lines where the queen trade is dangerous and annoying. So it's tough to give a general answer there. Yeah, I'm honest with you. I have a very simple plan with the pawn up. I just trade the house. Just trade everything. Try to win in the ending. My pieces are not very active, so I have to improve this. Next c5 so that I can actually get a passer. Okay, so c5. That activates my bishop. Yeah, thanks for the game also, Jeff. You're welcome. So it takes, bishop takes. Knight e4. No, knight e4 is stupid. Yeah, he would hang e2 actually. I mean, b takes, bishop takes, knight e4. My bishop hangs as well, but... Oh, interesting. If I go here, isn't that a good move? Like if he takes, there's b4 with a fork. Yeah. Now I'm threatening to take. Maybe he that looks a little bit like he tricked himself a little bit there. If he takes here, I go b4 and fork his two pieces there. Yeah, I think he tricked himself there. Okay, just recapture, and this fork is in effect. Yeah, thanks for the game, Ramania. I don't know, chess in book, chess study using books. It is still a main thing, but of course there are many video tutorials, of course. So I'm not sure. I think we have we have both things coexisting. Also, I think in some ways books are still very suitable to for chess, because the real improvement comes from just thinking about the positions very actively and not just watch them on a screen. Oftentimes, if you watch a video, it's like it's very much consumption, but you're not thinking about it so actively. And if you want to think about it more actively, often a book is a good way to do it. Yeah, so put it on the board or enter it into a computer and just like take the time to look through everything. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to close shop now after almost 3 hours, and it's really deep in the night, 2 a.m. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on a Monday for sure, the Monday night show at 11 in the evening Central European time, and maybe I will also do something on Sunday, but they will see what happens. I'm also on, by the way, tomorrow evening, by the way, for the ICC's Simul Master. I'm going to post something on my YouTube channel there, linking it to the ICC's YouTube channel. So that will happen tomorrow evening, and probably still something on my channel on Sunday. I'm not quite sure, but it might happen. Very likely will happen. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.